Something that the indigenous people of Finland and the indigenous people of Canada have in common is that there was a crucial turning point in their history when metal hand tools first became available. In Canada, this was through trade with Europeans. Yes, you can insert a footnote here that a tiny quantity of metal hand tools came up from Mexico. That's the indigenous people of Mexico before, but that's true. Okay? And actually a tiny number of metal hand tools were produced by the Inuit in the Arctic using metal from meteorites. Kid you not. The evidence is there to prove this fact. Okay. In Finland, meanwhile, many, many centuries earlier, they got access to these hand tools through trade contact with Eastern Siberia. And that utterly transformed their culture, their language, their history. That period of reliance on Eastern Siberia, the same can be said, by the way, for the Hungarians. The controversy currently raging in Canada is that the Innu people of the east coast of Labrador insist that they've been there for more than 3,000 years, whereas the government says, based on archaeological evidence, etc., more likely 300. The carrying capacity of the Earth, how many people can survive in that climate prior to the arrival of, prior to the availability of those kinds of metal hand tools. Do you know what it's like to chop down a tree without a saw? To use only stone hand tools to take a bunch of trees in that kind of freezing cold climate where the wood is very dense and turn it into a house?